Good morning. And welcome to worship here at First United Methodist Church of Clearwater. My name is Allie Wood, and I am so glad to be back with you all this morning in worship. Oh, thank you. I'm very grateful to Bradley and to Reverend Carrie Taylor, who covered for me when I knew I was going to be away and who covered for me when I didn't realize I was going to be away until just the very last minute. So very grateful for that. We are so glad you're here. On the inside cover of your bulletin is a tear-off portion. That helps us know that you're here. If you've gathered with us online, you can leave a comment on whatever streaming platform you're using. And we do use that information. We're grateful to keep track of you in that way. And so we're grateful if you tear it off and put it in the offering plate as it goes by. That helps us keep in contact with you. We have quite a few things to tell you about this morning. So we'll get started quickly with the thing that might be the furthest away in this list, which is our church conference. That's going to be Wednesday, October 9th at 6:30 p.m. The church conference is the annual business meeting of every United Methodist Church across our conference. And this year, we are having our own church conference here in the sanctuary at First Clearwater. Our district superintendent, Reverend Emily Hotho, will be here, and it'll be a chance for us to hear about some of the leadership nominations for the next year, where we are financially and in terms of our facility. And then I'm going to take some time for us to sort of take a moment and see where we are after so many changes in the life of our church together. In that way, a church conference, every church member who has membership here can vote at a church conference, has vote and voice. And so I want to encourage all of you, whether you're a member or not, you have voice, but if you are a member, to be present so that we can think together and grow together as a congregation. So I wanted to put an extra word of invitation to that on Wednesday, October 9th at 6:30 here in our sanctuary. Then beginning Tuesday, October 1st at 6:30 here at the church, we are hosting a Wesleyan-rooted Bible study. One of the priorities of the annual conference this year is that all of our churches would know what it means to be United Methodist. And some of you have been United Methodist for much longer than I've been alive, so I know that, I'm aware. But this is a great opportunity for us to grow together and to think about what it means, what are core pieces of our identity. So that'll be on Tuesdays at 6:30 here at the church. There's a sign up in the narthex. And again, after my trip to England, I'll say a little bit about this later. I'm just really excited to dive in to our Wesleyan-rooted study, which will be connected to our Sundays in worship in October. And then I am going to invite Patty Williams forward, who has a lot to share with you as well. So I'll give her the mic.
Never let it be said that Methodists cannot have fun, because October is packed with all kinds of activities for us to do. The People of Faith gift to Pastor Matt and Billy, I think there are pictures of those. Well, hopefully they'll come up. There it is. At our last People of Faith meeting in June, we all added a thumbprint to the family tree because we're all part of the family tree. And our friends from Mount Zion last week, Gloria and Brenda, went up and took it to him at his church and presented it to him. And they were thrilled and couldn't believe that we did that. So leading into that, on October the 5th, we are having our People of Faith chili cook-off over in Fellowship Hall. And we need all of you to come. We're going to be decorating pumpkins. It's a good time for all. One of the things when Allie was doing her meetings with you, several people mentioned how much they enjoyed the People of Faith. And I know I have a couple of friends from the other churches that I love getting together with and seeing, and that's the only time I see them. So it's a fun time. And if you have a really, gosh, I can't say this way because it would be bad in church, but if you have a really terrific chili recipe that you would like to enter in the chili cook-off, just call me. My number's in the bulletin. Just call me and I will sign you up for it. We're going to have some from our church, from Mount Zion, and from First Church of Pinellas Park. So, and we'll see who wins. There is a sign up for it. You know how I like my sign-ups. And it's out in the narthex. Don't make me come in next Sunday and hound you as you leave the church that you haven't signed it up. So sign up. And the next item of business is trunk or treat at Bel Air. All of those of you who've ever done this know how much fun it is. Now, I'll tell you, as a retired elementary school teacher, it is probably one of my most favorite things. I love seeing the kids in their costumes. I love being in a costume, as you're well aware. Oh, wait, the choir will get me. We have to change hats for this one. Okay. We all dress up, we decorate our trunks, and the kids come, and it is a family night. They come with their family and everything. So we need you guys to volunteer for that, and there's a sign-up sheet out there in the narthex for that one too. So just peruse the sign-up sheets and sign up. And the other thing we need is candy, and Halloween candy, the big bags of it are out in the stores right now. So start picking some up. It never fails, no matter how much we have, we seem to always run out. The kids are sweet and lovely. I will have to tell you, they are so well behaved. I'm sure their teachers drill it into them, as well as their parents, that they come up to you and they say Happy Halloween, and then they say thank you as they go off. So it's a fun night for all. Last year, I had my minions, and one little darling came through and asked if he could have Gru take it home with him. And I said, oh, honey, I'm so sorry, but Gru's friends would miss him if you took him home. And he looked at me so sadly, and he said, yeah, I suppose so. But Gru did come home with me. So those are several of the fun activities in October. So come and join us. We'll see you there.
I am so grateful to be a part of a church that loves on Bel Air Elementary in this way, and what a fun way to share time with our community. I'm already thinking about my own trunk decorations, don't worry, so I'm very excited about it. So please, if you can be there, we'd love to have you decorate a trunk or bring in candy. There's never enough candy, right? So, ever. And then today at 2:30, it is not too late. If you are new here, or if you've been attending for a long time and you've never made the step to join in membership, today at 2:30, we're hosting a new member coffee with the pastor. It'll give me a chance to get to know you, you a chance to get to know the United Methodist Church and First Church, and me, and ask any questions that you might have, and discuss what it means to be a member in a church. And so we've been asking for signups for quite a few weeks now, but we will be here in the narthex, which is the space just behind us, that lobby that you walk through on your way into worship. We'll be there, we'll have coffee, we'll get a chance to chat with one another about membership, so I'm excited about that. And then finally, you might notice that things are a little switched around up here. We are engaging in a grand worship experiment, and we're excited to welcome today our drummer, Tim Annan, who's here on... He is here on an electronic drum set, which you can control with a volume knob. I know most drummers don't love that, but it does help with the acoustics in our space. One of the things that I know that you know as we continue to live into a blended, combined experience of worship